Welcome back to KREM 2 News. After a convention filled with controversy, the Washington State GOP voted to endorse Semi Byrd for governor. Now, this is a surprising turn because just yesterday, the GOP party announced they wouldn't be endorsing any candidate for governor. KREM 2's Nathan Hyun was at the convention all day long, and he brings us this wrap-up of the event tonight.
I'm inside the Spokane Convention Center where more than 1,800 GOP delegates across the state have come together. And on this last day, endorsements were given out by the party for some major races.
The endorsed candidate is Semi Byrd.
One of the biggest announcements on the last day of the Washington State GOP convention was the party's endorsement for governor. That went to Semi Byrd, just one day after chaos erupted when the party announced they wouldn't endorse a candidate at all for the race.
At this convention.
It's an honor. It's humbling, and it represents the citizens, and that's what means more to me.
Byrd received 72% of votes from the delegates.
It's humbling, it's encouraging, certainly, but we're going to do it together. So that's the thing. It's now they're going to be side by side with me, and so I tell them to get ready.
This comes after the Seattle Times earlier this week revealed Byrd pleaded guilty in 1993 to bank larceny for lying on a credit application. His opponent, Dave Reichert, a former U.S. representative and King County sheriff, said he no longer wanted the endorsement of his own party. Reichert says he was told his opponent would be disqualified, but then they changed their minds.
At some point, you have to make a decision to say, this is crazy. This is not a process that's fair.
Reichert says the whole convention has been chaotic and unfair. However, he is still running for governor as a Republican. Washington GOP Chairman Jim Walsh says this is the biggest convention the party ever had.
It's been great. It's been a little raucous. It's been a little loud at times, but it's been a real live convention.
Walsh says the decisions at the convention will have an impact for the party.
It's going to be a very interesting, very intense election season all the way through November, and this is going to be a good kickoff and one of the key steps along the way to November.
The convention featured multiple speakers, breakout sessions, and votes on various topics, including which delegates should go to the National GOP Convention in Milwaukee. Other major endorsements by the party include Pete Serrano for Attorney General, Dale Whitaker for Secretary of State, and Matt Hawkins for State Auditor. The Washington GOP convention may be over, but in just 3 months, 83 GOP delegates will represent Washington State in the National Convention in Milwaukee. In Spokane, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
Nathan, thank you so much. Now, Byrd has already responded to that Seattle Times article saying that he makes no excuses and that, quote, it was wrong. Meanwhile, Washington State Attorney General and Democratic gubernatorial candidate Bob Ferguson responded to the GOP's endorsement, saying in part, quote, no matter who the chaotic Republican convention endorses doesn't change the fact that both Congressmen Reichert and Byrd are deeply out of touch with Washingtonians and will put our fundamental freedoms in jeopardy, end quote. For his full statement, just head to our website, krem.com.